Welcome back to a very windy, westerly, sunny day. We're up at Newbiggin, come up after a work. Not expecting it to look like this with a westerly wind, so my app was wrong again. But we're just going to be having a couple hours here, see if we can pluck myself out a fish or two. I'm not hopeful, but having said that, there's a lot more swell than what I initially thought. Firstly, I do apologise about the wind. We have got new microphones coming. Just spent 400 quid on them. So hopefully that'll eradicate this issue with the wind. If you are new here, don't forget to drop us a subscribe and a thumbs up, because it does massively help boost the channel out. Today we're going to be fishing with some pennels on a rotten bottom, single Aberdeen hook, ragworm, and a little tipped off with a little bit of squid. Just set up now. I've left my gear away from the rod stand in case any rogue waves come in and decide to take the gear like they did the last time. So I'll walk you over there, we'll get casted out, and we'll see if we can pluck a fish out in a couple of hours or not, because it's a beautiful day, so why not? Not going to waste it. See you over there. First bait in the water. Happy days. We even brought the spinning rod along. I have brought the spinning rod along, the Nomura samurai. So I'm going to stick a lure on that, some spinners, and chuck them out, because there might be a fish kicking about in there to be had on them. So I'm going all out. Just the one rod, the Limitless Pro Sport. Got my Diawa BG8000 on there. Using my icon tripod even. So thank you to Billy for the tripod. The rod come from Limitless, the reel come from Billy's. The bait today was supplied by Tight Lines up at Winlayton. I phoned Chris last minute and he said, yep, I've got some worm here for you, I'll keep a hold of them. Went up after work, job done, and I must say the worms are looking bloody good. So thank you very much for that. Right, let's get a lure on. Just going to chuck out a 40-gram spinner. The assist hook on, single on the bottom. Like I say, using the Nomura with me Shimano Sienna 4000 spinning reel, 30-pound braid. Direct with a quick link. No leader. I don't trust them. It might be a little bit too heavy for this, but we're going to get a chuck out anyway, just see what happens. might be a bit too heavy for the spinner. Some of those rogue waves that were coming in there were pretty damn big. I'm going to be very careful on you for that exact reason. First cast, first fish. It's only a Pulley, but I'm very pleased to see it. Maybe it's a pound if you're lucky. Hooked just in the lip. So we'll get him unhooked and we'll get him thrown back because I ain't going next to the edge. Happy days. Tell you what, some absolutely lovely looking rag in amongst them. Big nice chunky ones. He's trying to bite us, but hey, it's a fish catcher. Let's see if we can't catch myself another. If you do ever come along here, please be super careful. The floor is absolutely slippy as out when wet. You do not want to walk anywhere near the edge unless you've got decent studded boots on. But Lord honesty, when it's like this, you can use the waves to help you. It's just about timing it, but you know, you do not want to fall in there, that's for certain. This is a big one coming in right now by the looks of things. This is going to break pretty hard on the side of here, I would think. Yeah, see, the water comes up. So easy for a rogue wave here to take you off your feet. So please don't come and fish here in darkness for your first time. And make sure it's not a massive tide. I always recommend fishing this place down, which we are. We're fishing the ebbing tide, but we did want to be further down. But as you can see, the water is just absolutely piling over the top. So we're managing to land them here just by using the waves. So it's good enough. Beacon points just here. Linemouth power station. I've parked and walked over the golf course. But yeah, this is I love fishing up here personally. It's one of my favourite rock marks anywhere locally. I might have just got another bite there. That was potentially another bite. I will get the spinner back out very shortly, because obviously if there's Coley's kicking about, might be to bag one on the spinning gear. I'll bring you back if anything happens with that. Literally in the water seconds, we have another little collie. Lovely, hooked in the lip, very clean looking, little stinky. So that's 2 fish and 2 casts. I'm very pleased. We'll get this off, get it sent back out, because there's nothing wrong with that bait. It's literally just went on. Just put him in a pool here to revive. Believe it or not, he looks like he's already had it. We'll see if we can revive him in that pool, and then we'll get him sent back. I think he's been whacked off a rock on the way in there. Let's get this sent back out. I don't think this will have to be in the water very long before we have another fish on. So as soon as something happens, I'll fetch you back again. Just had a few casts about there with the spinners. Absolutely nothing. But I have just seen a bite on the rod whilst I was reeling that spinner in. Literally only been back in, what, 5-10 minutes maybe. Goes again, I'll pick it up and get ready. I do believe it's probably on there. And we're making 3 fish and 3 casts. I was going to go at the beach. I'm very pleased I chose not to. I was going to go flounder bashing again. Get that in my hand ready. See if we can't catch myself. Fish number 3. No wonder the bait was so small. I've caught myself tiny little codling. Look at the size of the bait compared to it, man. Jesus Christ. There you go. Leave him a little bit of rag in his mouth. Perfect little codling. Hoping to catch him in about 3 years' time over the winter period. We'll get him back. Second species of the day, 3rd fish, 3rd cast. Fantastic. Let's see if we can make it 4 in a row. If we can get a fish a cast, I'll be super happy. There you go. I've let the little guy recover in this little pool here before I chuck him back, because there's no nice way to do it. I have to just throw him back. So I'm just letting him revive in this pool here for probably another 5 minutes. Not do him any harm. It's fresh salty water. It's nice and cool. It's not hot. So we'll leave him to mooch around in there for 5 minutes before we put him back. Brilliant. Just had a very good knock on that rod. Just after I was showing you that. It's been in the water less than 2 minutes. Missed it. So all I'm doing, I'm just holding the tension on the rod. Because I've got braid on, I don't need to strike it as such. I just need to pull up and reel in. So what I'm waiting for is the feel, obviously, of the fish pulling down on the hook. And then we'll give it a pull up and see if we can set the hook. Didn't feel very big, that one, but it gave quite a good knock on the first two. Must be stacked with fish out there today. I think we'll pop this back in the tripod and I'll turn you on. It starts to go again. In the meantime, I'm going to get little Dave there back in the water where he belongs. Well, nothing else happened, no more bites. But we've got our third species of today. It's one of those little spiky horrible things. We've had 4 fish in 4 casts. I know nothing's been big, but that for me is fantastic for a couple of hours after work. I'm going to get him unhooked, chuck him back, put some more worm on, a little bit of squid, cast back out and see if we can't catch myself another fish. What's going on? Make it 5 out of 5. Hey, how good's that been so far? It's 10 to 7. I give it 8 o'clock, maybe 1/2 if we keep getting fish. Because like, I need a shower, I need my tea still. I've literally went home, quickly got changed from work, straight back in the van, and out we'll go. So I'm very pleased I've come out, to be quite honest. It's a beautiful afternoon, although that wind's a bit of a pain in the neck. You know, it's helping to get that extra distance, so it's not a pain in the neck for me, but it is a pain when trying to film. Just had a bite already. I've literally just put it out. So we've had 6 casts, 4 fish. This is my 7th cast. So fingers crossed my luck hasn't run out, but we'll see. Just had a pretty damn decent pull down, followed by another little rattle. Pick the rod up, just waiting to see if it comes back again. Starting to pick up, so I do apologise. I don't know what the sound quality is going to be like. I'll do what I can with it while it's dead. I'll leave that for 5. Come back. yet. Move that rod down. Something rattling about in the wind. It has quietened down now. We are still getting bites, but what I might do is, if we've got worm left, might head out over the weekend. Maybe even tomorrow, see what the wind's like. Come on. I did bring the drone, but unfortunately far too windy. Did you see that bite there? Because I certainly did. Whatever it was, it's virtually stripped the bait off. So we'll get that bait back up, get another one sent back out. Nice overhead thump. I've opted against the plain sinker method. I think I'd be wasting my time. I've stuck 3 worms on, another bit of squid. This is the last cast. Can we finish on a high? I hope so. Let's see if we can get a last cast fish. Right, I think I'm going to call it. I don't think there's anything on, but we'll get it reeled in anyway. But it's time for me to go home. We've had a cracking couple of hours. Roughly 3 hours at a push. Started off brilliant, couldn't fault it. Happy with what we got. Nothing big, but 3 species. Better than a blank, so I'm going to get this reeled in. If there's anything, I will show you it at the end of this video. If you don't see us, it means there was nothing on. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. We are flying on the subscribers now. If you do want to become a team member, I'll drop the link below in the comments. I'll pin it at the top. Every bit of help that any of you give us goes obviously towards diesel fuel and so on. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Tight lines, everyone. Well, we've ended on a high, and the last cast fish, we've got ourselves a beautiful little codlin. Bigger than the last one, still tiny, but hey, for summertime, well, it's not summer yet, but we're getting there. I'm very happy with that for daylight. So, what's that? 2 coalies, 1 spiny thing, small codlin, and this codlin. Can't complain for 3 hours. Thank you all for watching. See you on the next one. If you liked the video, please drop a subscribe and a follow, turn the notification bell on for more fishing adventures like this one. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good one. Tight lines.